Talking about Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. And so if you want to learn business English, this is a very small introduction to some of the vocabulary that you can use. And so we're going to go over some of those words. We have a really great worksheet to help with our debate and discussion, or if you just want to share your opinions about, hey, I like Coca-Cola, I don't like Coca-Cola. And we're going to talk about how many products you have in your country. Can you buy a lot of soda? Do you drink a lot of soda? All right, so this class is mostly discussion-based, but we do have a worksheet that I really do like because it encompasses reading, discussion, okay, vocabulary, vocabulary practice, true and false questions. Right, and so how you get to the document, I'm going to go to screen share, and I'm going to show you how to download the document, okay, for class, and that's what we're going to be working with, right? So I just opened a window on my computer, all right, and it's my email, so you guys get to see that. So if we go to Verbling, all right, we're going to go to live classes. Okay, it's going to load our video. We're going to see the class description, and right here we have something called class material, and you'll see a link, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, and you need to just click that, and you can open the document, okay? And so mine's in French. You'll see télécharger, which means download, so you can download it into a PDF version, or you can just use it on this link that popped up. All right, and so that's how you get the document for class. So I hope you can all find it. All right, and we have one student in class. Hello, Igor.
Hello.
Hello. So where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia. Have I had you before, or are you new?
No, I'm new.
You are new. All right. All right, and so when you come to class, we'll do some introductions first, all right? So we have Igor from Russia?
Russia, yeah.
Yes, all right. All right, so Dem, would you like to introduce yourself? So yeah, you guys can all make introductions. Just tell me your name, where you're from, and if you're new to Verbling. And so we have two people here, and you guys look a little confused, so I can tell you're new. So to speak in class, you have to unmute your microphone. You'll find all of this at the top. Muting, changing your camera. There's changing your bandwidth. I don't really know what that is. Settings, exit. Okay? All right. Okay, so Lucy, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Mexico City.
From Mexico City, all right. And are you new to Verbling?
And now in this class, well, in your class, yes.
Yes.
I've never been taking class with you, but now I'm here.
Okay, well, I look forward to our class together. All right, and what about Oscar? Where are you from? So he's sitting down, getting ready. And Ken Akbey, where are you from?
Can Akbay.
Oh, okay. Did I say that wrong?
Yeah, Can, Turkish pronunciation.
John. Okay.
Can Akbay, from Turkey.
From Turkey. And are you new to Verbling?
Since last week.
Okay, so you joined last week. Very cool.
Yes.
Okay. And so any other people want to make some introductions? We have some new people to class.
Me, one of them.
Okay, yeah, so Fairuz, where are you from?
Fairuz. I'm from Algeria.
Algeria. And are you new to Verbling?
No, I'm not. I've been using it a long time.
A long time.
Yes.
Cool. Well, welcome to my classes, guys.
Thank you so much. Well, it's the new time according to your class.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had daylight savings, right? Oh, it's your first time to my class.
Yes, first time. Yes.
Welcome. All right, so I hope you guys like class. We're going to be discussing something that you all drink every day or drink once in a while, and we're going to talk about that. So I'm switching over from Verbling chat to group chat. And so before we start class, anyone else want to make an introduction? So this is your time to just tell us where you're from and your name, because I know some of you change your names for your screen name, so or the vocab is different, like the spelling's different from me.
Hi,
Hello. All right,
my
so-
name is Mine. I am from Turkey originally, but currently I'm in USA now, and I think I joined before your class.
Per parlar de pulsar algo,
And so sorry, I missed, where do you live, Mine?
I'm living in the USA now.
Okay. Very cool. And sorry, Oscar, I muted you because you were chatting, but you're
sorry,
welcome.
okay.
No, it's no problem. Just letting you guys know, it's not you. I mean, sometimes if you're chatting or something, I just mute you. Or if you have, this will happen to me as well. You may hear a funny sound, a connection problem or something. So don't be offended if I mute you. It's the first thing. So it's not personal. It's just connection sometimes. All right. Did everyone find the document? Was it okay to find?
My verbal link chat isn't work. Can you post the other chat box also?
Yeah, so let me know if this link works. Okay. So I posted a link, and it should take you to something that looks like this screen. I'm going to go to screen share. Okay.
Yes, the link is working.
Okay, great. So you guys should find something that has Coca-Cola versus Pepsi on it. All right. And I'm just going to go to a different page. All right. Just because it's my computer works a little better if I don't have a lot of windows open. All right. Okay. And so we have Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. All right. So we're going to look at pre-reading questions and just have a class discussion. Okay. And so my first question to you all is a little bit different. It's more of, do you prefer Coca-Cola or Pepsi? And then if you don't like either one, you can tell us that. So do you prefer Coca-Cola or Pepsi? So you can like them or hate them both. It's up to you. So what do you guys think?
In my case, I hate both because I don't like Coca-Cola and neither Pepsi.
So you don't like that cola taste, that cola flavor?
It's not the taste. It's more because I don't like the bubbles, you know? And, well, so I never drink this kind of soft drinks because I don't like I don't know how to say it in English, the bubbles.
No, that's exactly it. I don't like the bubbles. Some people say I don't like the gas.
The gas, yeah.
But yeah, carbonation and bubbles. So I'll give you a few words there. All right.
Okay.
What about anyone else?
Well, in my case, I really like the flavor, but I think it's very unhealthy, so I don't use to drink.
And which one do you prefer? Do you like Coca-Cola or Pepsi better?
The cheapest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. For me, it's more or less the same. I mean, the flavor is more or less the same, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I can't tell the difference. So
Yeah.
whatever's on sale or cheaper, yeah, that makes sense. What about anyone else?
Oh,
Well, eh?
okay, okay.
So Lucy
I'm
and then
sorry.
John. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
ladies
agree
first.
with thank you. I'm agree with you because the flavor is almost the same, and the only thing that I saw in my marketing class is the mark, the
Mm-hmm.
brand. I don't know how to say. It's okay.
Yeah, so we use brand. The
Yes,
brand.
is the thing that really sells Coca-Cola more than Pepsi. So
Yeah, it's the name, the brand.
yes,
We can use those two words interchangeably. All right. And so, does anyone know what a brand encompasses? It's not just, the name or the product. What else can it be? What are some characteristics of a brand? Can we list them?
You mean the logo?
Yeah, that's an answer. So I'm just going to write the question first. So what are the characteristics of a brand? And so we can use the logo, which is the symbol, the drawing, something that represents it visually. So the logo. What's the
slogan.
logo? The slogan. Yeah. And does someone not know what the slogan is? Can someone explain it? Give us a definition. What is a slogan?
Is the phrase of the brand.
Yeah, phrase.
Advertisement phrase.
Yeah, exactly. So I always use McDonald's because unfortunately it's in every country. So the logo or the symbol of McDonald's is the yellow arches, and the slogan is, we should all know it, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
All right, and so sometimes the slogan can be a jingle, which is the McDonald's one. It's kind of sung in a song. All right, so you may hear that word as well, a jingle. All right, okay, what else is characteristic of a brand? I think there's maybe 2 more items we can put on the list. We have the logo and the slogan. I think I mentioned them before. The product itself, or the products themselves, depending on how many they make. Okay. All right. And so, does anyone want to share their opinion about Coca-Cola or Pepsi? So for some of you that didn't speak yet, do you want to share which soda you prefer?
I used to drink Coca-Cola, but I haven't drunk now. I'm drinking. Oh, because after I search couple things about the Coca-Cola or any kind of the bubbling drink beverage, and I see a lot of sugar inside those kind of the drink. That is the reason I quit to drink this kind of the stuff.
Yeah, so that is the reason I quit drinking, that stuff. Yeah, good. So just like Oscar mentioned, probably not the best thing for your health, soda products. And so I think, John, Akpi, yeah, you wanted to share before, and you said ladies first. So I want to give you a chance.
Okay, no problem. I don't generally I don't drink cola same drink with acid drink. Generally, I prefer handmade juice and ayran. Generally, I like a natural drink because acid drink harm our healthy.
Yeah,
Because of them, I don't
I'm
like.
just going to give you one word. So you said you like handmade juice.
Yes,
We say fresh squeezed.
fresh.
And I'm writing that down. So fresh squeezed. Even
Okay.
if it's a watermelon or a banana, it's still fresh squeezed banana juice. So, yeah, you can't really squeeze a banana, but you get the point. So, all right. Good. And so I also want to talk about, before we go into the article, which one is more popular in your country, or is it very common for people to drink soda? So we'll do two parts of this question. So is soda popular in your country?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
And which soda? So tell me which one most people drink, or most of your friends or family.
yeah, for example, in Spain, it's more popular Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is more popular.
Yeah, you can find Coca-Cola everywhere, but not Pepsi.
Not Pepsi.
Pepsi used to be cheaper.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Well, in Mexico also Coca-Cola, but here is another enterprise that is called Jarritos.
Okay.
And it's a enterprise that produces soda of different flavors, like tangerine, pineapple, and like that. Tutti frutti, and also it's salt. But the popular is Coca-Cola.
I think they changed the name because Americans can't say that word you just said. I have no idea what that was in Spanish. But we definitely have pineapple soda and like different flavors. And I know they're not produced in the U.S. Doritos. I think it has a different name. I'm not a soda drinker, so I'd have to walk down the aisle and find it and take a photo. But I'm not in the U.S., so that's a little difficult.
Yeah, well, in Spain, there are a lot of kind of soda, but from the same company. I mean, from the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, because Coca-Cola also makes Fanta, so
Yeah,
I know
Fanta.
that's a
Yes.
popular drink as well, right?
Sprite.
Yeah,
Right.
Sprite. Any others? They make different flavors as well. Like
In Turkey, Coca-Cola and Cola Turca lately.
sorry, can you repeat that?
Cola Turca.
Oh, so it has a different name?
It's maybe national specificity by Coca-Cola company, like McDonald's Asian meal, spicy Big Mac in Dubai, for example.
Yeah, that's a good point. So our companies do specify certain meals. I know in France at McDonald's we have croissants and macaroons. We don't sell those in the U.S.
Are you in France now?
Yeah.
And where are you from?
So I am from the United States. So I am a native English speaker. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
And so what I want us to think about, so we're going to look at question 4, all right, which is an advertisement. So a commercial or a poster. And so the one I remember the most for Coca-Cola, I don't really remember Pepsi ones, but for me in the US, it's always a polar bear. And it's these polar bears chilling on ice, drinking Coca-Cola and swimming. with their cans, and then they crush them and throw them. So I'll write polar bear down in case you guys want to search what that is, but it's a big white bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the advertisement that I always associate with Coca-Cola. All right, but for Pepsi, I can't think of one. I don't remember seeing any. So
Brittany.
yeah, so if you guys can share maybe an advertisement for one product.
Christmas. I mean, Coca-Cola, the big advertising in Spain is Christmas advertising.
Oh, so Christmas advertising, and it's Coca-Cola usually.
Yeah, because with Santa Claus, with the red cloth.
Yeah, it's the same. Usually Santa is somewhere in that commercial with the polar bears for us.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Do you remember any advertisements for these products?
Actually, because I'm from Spain and I'm agree with Oscar is saying, and yeah, because somebody told me that Santa is wearing red nowadays because Coca-Cola, because and also, yeah, on the past, at the past, Santa was wearing green.
Green?
Yeah, a green cloth. And yeah, and then when Coca-Cola was very popular, and it's like Coca-Cola, it's like a brand from Occident. Now it's very global, but at the beginning, it was something very representative in the western part of the world. And so Coca-Cola had really, really power, and and Santa Claus left his clothes, green clothes, and changed for red. And
yeah.
It was for Coca-Cola, I think.
Interesting. That could also be an American ideal. We have, we do different things with Santa Claus, but that's a good point. Santa wears the colors of Coca-Cola, red and white.
Right. Yeah.
Does anyone else remember Green Santa? I mean, I know we have a pretty diverse class, but if you celebrate Christmas and you see Christmas advertisements and you're a little bit older than I am.
I remember was wearing a blue suit.
Blue suit for you. Okay, so we have green, blue, and red so far. I've never seen Santa in anything different, but I'm also probably a little bit younger than some students here, so that happens.
But I've seen Santa Claus always wearing red, so
Okay.
yeah.
And some people told you that he wore a different color before.
Yeah.
And Dem, he said at the very start Coca-Cola was a green tea, was green too. So if you have maybe you could find a picture for us and post it in chat.
Sure.
Maybe of what the old logo looked like.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty interesting how brands can influence all parts of our culture.
Well, I guess all the countries have white brands. I don't know how to say, but it's the same drink, for example, Coca-Cola, but with other company, from other company and other brand.
I don't really understand.
I mean, we have Coca-Cola as well, but with a different name and from different company. I mean, we have also Coca-Cola, but also we have another.
Pepper. Dr. Pepper, for example.
Well, a lot of companies make the same drinks.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I definitely understand. And so there's a word that we use for those. So Coca-Cola, I have a can here, or a bottle. sorry, bottle of Coca-Cola. So this is the original. Does anyone know what a cherry cola drink is that's not the original? What do we call that? We have a specific word for those kind of like imposters, sometimes cheaper brands.
Yeah.
Generic
Yeah, so generic, good.
or knockoff.
Hey, teacher, can you show us again the bottle of Coca-Cola?
So I bought this in France, and it looks a little different than it does in the U.S. It's
What's
smaller.
written under Coca-Cola? What's written under it?
Cherry.
Ah, cherry. That good.
Cherry. Yeah. So
I love it.
yeah, I never drink soda. I maybe drink it twice a year. This is one of my times, but it's filled with water. So
Water.
a little bit healthier now. So yeah, just my experience, even drinking this cherry Coca-Cola, it doesn't taste the same for me. So I noticed that last night when I bought the bottle. And so also, just to learn some vocabulary before we go on. So this is a bottle of soda, and then we have soda cans. And so those are the aluminum foil, the aluminum ones, the aluminum cans. And we just call them a can of soda cans.
Yes, I'd like to drink them better than, or rather than a bottle.
Oh, okay, so you like the cans better than the bottle.
Yes, I like them.
And so Lucy had a question about some of the vocab. A knockoff is the same as the generic because usually there's a very popular brand like Coca-Cola, and then someone will make something very similar, but and it could taste the same, but it's not the same product. So it's a knockoff. It's not the original.
And it used to be cheaper.
And yeah, it's usually cheaper. So good point. All right.
And actually, because nobody can copy the recipe of Coca-Cola because there is a secret ingredient. So
does anyone know the words we use to keep everything secret? There, you should see the symbol somewhere. It has an R. In the United States, it may have a TR. You guys know what that stands for? And it's usually in a circle.
I have a Coke here next to me.
So I'm going to try and maybe draw it.
It's copyright. No, copyright is only for songs.
It's very close to that. It's trademark, which means if you take this exact recipe for Coca-Cola, or if you use our colors or our design, you have violated the law. So a trademark is a copyright, so to speak, but not for lyrics or for the music. It's for other things. It's for the recipes, for the style. All right. Yeah, so good job, guys. And you'll see that on all your products. If you start to look for them, you'll see the little circle. All right. And so we're going to move on to page 3. And so this is a pretty good article. It's quite short. It's only 1 page. But we're going to learn some vocabulary for some of the students that reserved the class for business English. Okay. And so does anyone want to start reading for us?
Me.
Can you send it in chat box?
Does anyone have the link? Sorry, I closed all the windows.
I have it.
Great, thank you.
Here you go. Okay.
All right, awesome, guys. Good job. Thank you.
Teacher,
yes, question.
I have this page.
Sorry, can you speak up?
I haven't this page.
You don't have it. All right. So Lucy posted it in chat, and you can follow the link. So if I go to screen share. All right. This might get kind of weird looking. Sorry. All right, so see my arrow, and I'm moving over to chat, and she has a link, and you want to click the link from Lucy, and it should take you to a web page, and I don't want to mess up my computer, so I'm going to stop following it. All right. My Verbling page is a little frozen, but would someone like to start reading for us the first paragraph?
Me. It's okay?
Yes, go ahead. And
Go
ahead, sorry, that's my fault.
The cola words. Soft drinks are hugely popular in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. And drinks falling into this category are carbonated beverages such as soda, sparkling water, iced tea, lemonade, and fruit punch. To fall into this classification, liquids are carbonated but are not non-alcoholic. They can either be caffeinated, or decaffeinated and sweetened with sugar or not caloric sweeteners or unsweetened. Although called different names depending on the region, soda might be the most popular of the soft drinks. Soda pop or soda pop is packaged in variety of formats such as 2-liter, 24-ounce, and 20-ounce plastic bottles, or in 12 or 8-ounce aluminum cans. Customer can obtain cans in packs of 6, 12, or 24. Most sodas were consumed at a soda fountain until the early 20th century, when bottled soda sales began to rise. In the second half of the 20th century, canned sales gained a large share of the market, and aluminum cans have remained popular since their introduction.
Good. So a few words that you don't know. I know you're going to ask me about ounce. That's what we use for centiliter or milliliter. We have a different system. We don't use the metric system. So an ounce is just a measurement, and I'm not really sure what it equals. So you guys would have to translate it. Not translate it. I'm looking for the word.
To convert.
Convert. Thank you. Oh, it's been a long day. All right. So it's a measurement for liquids. All right. But we also use it for dry goods. So you'll see on packages OZ, which stands for ounce. All right. It's not super important, but just good to know. All right. And so they use some other terminology. All right. That we're going to take a look at. It's more, okay. So when they say in this sentence, most sodas were consumed at a soda fountain until the early 20th century, when bottled soda sales began to rise. So what happened in the 1900s? What happened to these bottles? What does that mean?
I think with the ingredients of Coca-Cola contain cocaine, possible?
That is true, but that's in the 19th century when it came out.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah. So that's why it was called Coca-Cola in the beginning. It had a different name, but you're right about that.
Oh, sorry, I understand bad sound. Okay.
I think Pepsi is PepsiCo in origin.
Oh, okay.
Is it, teacher?
I don't think so. I think they came out like 70 or 80 years later.
Yes.
But Coca-Cola and Pepsi was the same company, personally.
Yes, two
Oh,
of the world's biggest cola drinks markers. There are Coca and PepsiCo.
yeah. Um, yeah. So in the past, I'm pretty sure it was either
PepsiCo, it's
brothers or someone who worked at the company, and they
mm,
split off.
Yeah,
So
probably.
someone had stolen the Coca-Cola recipe, which is why we have Pepsi. But as you know, it's not the same because there is something about Coca-Cola that's kind of different, but that's why Pepsi is so close because someone stole the recipe. But what does it mean when sales rise? Bottled soda sales began to rise.
To
What is
grow.
another synonym for rise?
To grow.
Yeah. So rise is
increase
increase, to
Increase.
grow.
to grow. Yes.
To grow.
So people, soda fountains are the ones, you know, at McDonald's when you take your cup and you go and you fill it up. And I can probably get us an image. So let me just, new window. Okay. Let me just Google. It helps sometimes. Soda fountain. So it's just what you think it is, hopefully, which is a fountain for soda. All right, so something like this. All right, so that's a soda fountain. So this became less popular, and people preferred to go to the supermarket and buy, you know, individual containers that they can take with them everywhere. So when sales rise, it's a good thing. When sales decrease, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing.
Yeah. So that means the company is losing money.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully if you're in a meeting, they're not telling you your sales are decreasing. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then the last sentence we're also going to look at of that paragraph, which is, in the second half of the 20th century, can sales gained a large share of the market, and aluminum cans have remained popular since their introduction. So what happened after the introduction of the glass bottle?
They introduced can.
And
Aluminum can.
And so what does can sales gain a large share of the market? How can we explain that?
Win sales.
Yes, okay, so cans are winning sales.
One, yes.
Earn money.
Yeah, so if we take a look at, you know, the breakdown of the company, you can call it the market. It's when you're selling products and buying products, so the give and take of products is the market, all right? And so they're saying that they're winning a lot of space within this market. So these cans are popular within the buying and selling sector of the company. All right, so it's a good thing, winning large shares in the market. And you'll hear market or marketplace a lot, and that doesn't mean grocery store, okay? So that's the stores you're selling them to, so your distribution, which are the stores that your product is in, stores that your product is in. And then it's also your consumers, which are the people buying your products. So people buying your products. All right, so some words you will hear a lot. I just gave you a ton of them. Market, marketplace, distribution, and consumer. Okay. You may hear also client or clientele in replace of consumer. Okay, and that's referring more to the type of person that is buying. I didn't spell the last word, clientele. A clientele is the type of person buying your product. Are they rich? Are they poor? Are they from California? Are they from Spain? Okay. So the type of customer. All right. How much money do they make? What area do they live in? Questions like that. So any questions about this first paragraph, guys?
No.
No? All right. Okay, so would anyone like to continue reading for us?
Yes, I'd like to.
Okay, great.
Coca or Pepsi? This is the paragraph, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Coca or Pepsi, ask anyone and they'll likely respond quickly and confidently with no reason required for asking. The question sometimes seems as a commonplace as how are you to the two competitions spend large portions of their hedges on advertise
Budgets.
sorry, budgets on advertising in the never-ending quest to win the cola wars in taste, sales, and popularity.
Good. Continue, please.
Okay, no problem. Coca-Cola has had numerous themes extending from the late 18th to the present.
1800s.
Yes, 1800s to the present. Such early themes include Good to the Last Drop from 97 to The Only Thing Like Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola Itself. In 1942, You Can't Beat the Real Thing in 1990, Coca-Cola's television advertising has also been exceptionally popular. People remember it. One of the most popular is Coca-Cola's Hilltop commercial, in which a multicultural group of youth sang, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke." Although the commercial was aired in 1971, many people we still can hum a few bars or sing some of the words. Coca-Cola seems to be branded in the minds of the large soda drinking population.
So we mentioned, good job by the way, we mentioned this word before, brand, and now they're using it in a different sense. It's the same word, branded, but it means something different. Does anyone know what this means? Coca-Cola seems to be branded in the minds of the large soda drinking population. So what does that mean when something is branded? We brand our animals.
It's described, I think.
Kind of.
Yes.
So to give an example, we brand our cows. What do we do to our cows? And does anyone know?
Trademark.
Yeah, we're essentially giving them a mark with a hot iron. So we usually take it's a tattoo, but instead of ink, it's burnt skin. All right, so that's a brand. So they're saying it's burnt into your mind. It's an image that is there forever. So it's a burn mark, and it's very specific. So, someone said trademark, and people use certain symbols. So if we're branding cows, different farms have different symbols for their animals. All right. So that's how they're using it in this sense. So the same word used differently in this paragraph. All right. And so does anyone have questions about any of the words they saw in these two paragraphs? What were some words that confused you? Or that you didn't understand?
Aired. What's meaning aired? Aired. Aired. Okay.
Yeah, so we use to air for the sense of television. So new shows air, and it's a verb. So you conjugate it regular. Past tense is aired with an ed. Present, air and airs. Okay, and we use that for television or radio shows. And it means to broadcast. So to put over the internet, to put over cable. All right, so to broadcast is a synonym to air.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any others? What is to hum? They use that. It's not a very important word.
Which one?
Which one?
Hum. H-U-M.
Hum.
So if little girls hum, what are they doing? If they can hum the jingle to CocaCola or to McDonald's. Any ideas? So to hum is to sing without the lyrics. So it's like,
Yeah.
right? So you're just, singing without the lyrics. All right. And so the first paragraph we read wasn't very important because even I don't understand the references. They're just telling us about certain advertisements that were very popular, that people remember them still today. Okay. All right. Or the second paragraph, that's my mistake. The second paragraph is the explanation of old advertisements. All right, and so if we take a look, I'm going to go to screen share. They use the word competitor. All right, and so what's a competitor? The two competitors spend large portions of their budget.
The competent.
Can you repeat?
The brand that is against you?
Yeah, the competent.
Yeah, so a competitor, your competition, the person who has the same product or a similar product, and who can steal your consumers, steal your market. Okay, so your market is your consumers and your vendors, your distribution. Okay, and they mention that in this paragraph. They tell us the two competitors spend large, I need to decrease it, spend large portions of their budgets on advertising in the never-ending quest to win the cola wars in taste, sales, and popularity. So essentially, Pepsi and CocaCola spend a lot of money on television, on commercials, on posters, just to win best taste, to make the most money, and to be the most popular. Okay, so another word that's very important is budget. All right, so what's a budget?
The money that you destinate to something?
Yeah, so the company's money, that is...
calculation of the money.
Yeah. We'll say the company's money that is designated to certain areas. So when you have a budget, you calculate, to use Oscar's word, certain amounts. So say you have $1,000, very small amount, okay, or 1,000 euros, or 1,000 of your currency, okay, and so 100 is to distribution, okay, 500 is to advertising. So it's a breakdown of expenses. So you find out where you can spend your money, okay? And that's your budget. To give you the definition in English. All right, so does anyone have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, no questions. All right, good. So we'll see if we can finish the next two paragraphs. Does anyone want to read this one for us?
I can read.
That's great.
All right.
Okay. Pepsi Cola has also been a major player and spender in advertising. Among the most popular are the brand's advertisement during the Super Bowl champions football game. Pepsi has aired commercials every January for over 20 years. One of Pepsi's most recent demos is The Joy of Pepsi, which came about in 2000 and was sung by the every popular and newsworthy Britney Spears. However, their themes extend
Themes. Themes.
themes their themes extend back years with such popular catch phrases
Phrases.
as phrases
Mhm.
as why take less when Pepsi's best in 1949 and one of its original themes from 1909, delicious and healthful. Like Coca-Cola, Pepsi has had its share of successful songs and television spots. In fact, Pepsi is responsible for the first advertising jingle broadcast around the nation. The jingle accompanied them twice as much for a nickel
Mhm.
since 1940. Nickel has become a hit record and has been translated into over 55 languages.
Mhm.
It has certainly made its mark in the world of soft drinks.
Good. And anyone want to finish the story, the article for us?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, great.
Both brands changed their names, advertising logos and design to make the soda drink public take notice. They each have caffeinated and decaffeinated and regular and diet versions as well as several other types of soda. Coca-Cola is also the product of Sprite, Barq's, Fresca, and Mellow Yellow. Pepsi rivals those products with soda such as 7-Up, Mountain Dew, Mug Root Beer, and the more recent Sierra Mist. The war will continue with each side trading battle wins. As the war continues, so will the drink. Soda drinkers still seem to keep both brands alive.
Yeah, so we saw a few words in these two paragraphs, and I posted them in chat. One was theme, and the other was catchphrase. And someone mentioned the word slogan at the beginning of class. So we can use those words interchangeably. But a jingle is a song, a catchy song. So a jingle is the McDonald's theme. To bring it all back to McDonald's. All right. So it's the catchy song like McDonald's. All right. Okay. And so what are they telling us at the end of this article?
So that Coca-Cola also have another drinks like 7-Up and are also quite popular. So it's not just Coca-Cola, so it's more more than one drink, lot
But
of drinks.
yeah, but Pepsi as well. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pepsi have their own products as well.
Yeah.
So the point is the war is still there between
Exactly.
Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
They use the word rival, which is competitor. Okay. So they have rival products. So one company has Sprite, the other has, what is it? 7-Up. one company has Barks root beer, the other company has Mug root beer. So they have the same products under different names, so they're rivals. All right, and what's this link, Dem, the photo bucket? Where will it take me?
In fact, Coca-Cola is a big company. I mean, Coca-Cola is the biggest company in the world.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
They're more than Microsoft or Google or
Facebook?
Yeah, even Facebook. And yeah, Pepsi actually compared with Coca-Cola is a very, very small company.
Interesting. All right, so Pepsi is a small company in comparison to...
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
All right. And so I can't show you the link because I have it in a different browser, but Dem posted the old logo. It's kind of ugly. It's green and red, and it's a little scary, I have to admit. So thank you so much, Dem, for finding it. Interesting. Oh, crap. All right, so my Google page is completely white. So does anyone have any questions at all? There we go. So I'm back. Do you guys have any questions before we leave class?
No.
No?
No, thank you.
Very useful.
All right, great. You guys did really well, and you worked together really well as a class. A good give and take, which is great. And we had a nice discussion. I am having another class, and I'm going to leave now, so I'll